Opening my tea party just for you. Who is that? It's Ririna, the so-called anime enthusiast fox. It's time to react to Nonsense Red Costumes. I believe it's the Skin song for, what's her name? Red Ash? I know I reacted to some of her songs previously, I think in the part 1 and part 2 reaction video for OSTs. So if you want to check it out, go ahead and look at the Nikke playlists that I have made on my channel. But if not, let's just get started. And also, again, if you have a particular OST that you would like me to react to, then comment down below and I'll see whichever is repeated the most is probably the one I'll go for next. I did hear there's not many spoilers for this unless you know the material, so it should be fine. I will be guessing again based on my analysis, but of course, as always, I might be wrong, which is totally fine since I'm not a composer nor do I have professional experience, so it's just for fun, so I guess we'll get started. Ooh, it really gives me the vibes of like one of those, what is this, Pink Panther songs. I know that the skin itself has a story, a side story. But thankfully, or maybe not, thankfully, I did not really get through it, so I'm not really sure what the side story is about. But we will be listening to it the whole thing on its own first, and then we'll do the pausing and rewatching again later. Oh, that sounds so good! I'm so happy I got her skin though. It looks so good. I assume this is after we got to know her as a Nikke. You know, this really brings about the vibes that she is kind of an extrovert, like someone who likes to socialize, to get things done, and has the energy for it. I wish I could relate to that. I really don't usually have a lot of energy, which is why I sometimes depend on caffeine. Maybe you're also the same. But clearly, she's the type that likes to get stuff done. And I think I said that in the previous video as well about her personality. But she seems very chill despite the fact that she has a lot of trauma. And obviously she should be dressing for the occasion. Look at that dress! Sometimes I imagine that her personality is like a total like a rocker girl kind of thing. Oh my gosh, that solo right there! Yeah! Oh, sounds so good! I do want to go back and dig a little deeper into it. Obviously, it's a short story compared to like the main story stuff, or at least the event story stuff. So there's not much I can like really dig deeper into. But I can at least pick out a few things and talk about my thoughts on it. So that's what we're going to be doing here, instead of only just jamming to the song Remy, which is fine. But I do want to dig a little deeper to understand this character a bit more before I actually play. I think it was Overzone, which I will be playing in the next live stream. It might be done by the time this particular video is released, but I guess we'll see how it goes. So the beginning is obviously very chill. So I did say that it reminded me of Pink Panther, but I think rather than that, it reminds me more of like those, maybe not cowboy movies, but it really reminds me of something, but I can't really think of it. So if you have any examples of songs that you feel like is pretty similar to this, go ahead and let me know down below. Because I am seriously having issues with remembering things. But it feels very nostalgic, and I just can't figure out what it is exactly, and it's bothering me now. But the whole, I guess, vibe of the song really reminds me and gives me the imagery of someone who is not worried about anything and is going at their own pace, which is why the beat isn't like fast. It's like super like, I think it's, what was it? Andante? I think that was the term, where it's like basically a rhythm that's like the walking rhythm, where it's not fast, but it's like, wait, let me see. I think it is Andante. Let me double check if that's the case, because I do think it is that, but I don't remember. It's been a while since I played music and looked at music sheets, so my brain cells are kind of not working right when it comes to music. But I think it is Andante. I just need to double check. So yes, the tempo that's at a moderate pace and it's walking. So I was right, thank goodness for that. I was a little worried that I might get it wrong, but I wanted to make sure that I was right. So obviously with the Andante, it means that it's clearly someone walking really confidently, especially with the instruments that they chose for this particular song. It shows that she's very confident and not afraid of anything, just very chill, very relaxed, not worried at all type of person.
Got to dress tonight. Suit up, we're gonna have something to detonate.
So obviously when you're saying that you're gonna suit up, you're gonna dress up, then you typically have someone, a character, who is confident in their own skin, and they have a mission, whether it's to impress others or, like, for example, like some kind of secretive mission for all we know, like a spy mission. Oh, that's what it is. It kind of reminds me of like those spy movies. Maybe that's what it was. I'm not really sure. So either way, that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting from this. Not to mention the whole something to detonate. When I think of detonation, it reminds me of neon. And clearly there's something flashy that's gonna happen.
3, 2, 1, boom.
Look at her. She's walking. Andante. But here she's running.
3, 2, 1, boom. Time to celebrate.
It's always this rhythm.
Bang, bang, pow.
Bang, bang, pow.
Guns be smoking. My heart beat.
So clearly with the whole guns, and obviously she was running, but it was still walking pace. The dun 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 dun. That's the tempo that it was going at, or pace, or whatever you might want to call it. And even when they're shooting guns or whatnot, it's very much on point, very steady, very certain of itself in the direction and path that it's going down. And from what I understand, I don't know if she's a sniper, or I don't know what kind of gun she uses exactly, since I'm not very knowledgeable about guns. So if you guys can educate me down below, that'd be great. I would like to be a little bit more familiar with it, but there's so many that's kind of overwhelming to figure out. But either way, it's interesting because if she is a sniper, then obviously you have to be confident in where you're going to be shooting, because it's not like it's close distance where you can at least make a small mistake and it'll be okay. But for sniping, that's not really the case. You have to be on point. Then you can, get rid of your enemy or whatever it is that you're trying to do. So clearly, this character has no qualms with that and is very, very, very confident in what they do, which is why, hear me gunning, shooting and all that stuff with the bullets. And that's why she's saying the battle is our party tonight, because why? She's confident in her skill so much that it's basically like a little evening routine, just chilling and relaxing and having fun. When clearly if it was something super intense and super scary, then you obviously wouldn't be partying, right?
We keep it rocking. So when we ride tonight, just for the occasion.
And that's what she's saying, don't worry, you can relax, I got this. I mean, that's what she's saying to tell us to dress for the occasion. Why would we worry then? And there we go, she's walking.
The sound of the
It just shows so much of her confidence, and you can clearly see it. I mean, obviously there's nothing showing about her trauma or her more sensitive side inside of her, but this is more like her exterior side, the way that people view her in particular, and maybe even the way she feels as she's fighting when it comes to like small fries or even those that are beneath her, essentially.
makes me rub my head wildly. These are the beats and my melody. Take off whatever is blocking my energy. These are the beats to my rhapsody. Oh, take me to the warfield. Party is my deed.
There we go. This is just more emphasis and evidence for her confidence in battle and with her analysis of the situation that it's not a big deal. She can deal with it whatsoever with her gun and it's all over with. And there's nothing to sweat about because she can do all this in a dress kind of thing. At least that's kind of what I'm getting from all this, which I pretty much enjoy. And that's seems to be the case for the majority and the rest of the song. So I'm gonna be skipping ahead. And since it repeats the same thing, it's the same messaging. And then there's the really long guitar solo, which was really great, by the way. And it just goes to show that there's just confidence here. Nothing else, just confidence. Just like how there's confidence that this guitar solo is enough to blow your mind and to keep your attention and that you'll keep listening because of it. That's how much confidence this woman has. What I would do to gain her confidence. There we go. See, that's how strong her confidence is. And that's pretty much the end of my analysis of the song. Do let me know if I am partially right, or if I'm fully right about her personality and anything else, or if I'm wrong and that I'll be able to look forward to wherever she appears in whichever event, which I believe is the Red Ash, or maybe that's not her name. Oh, what was her name? Red Hood? I know it starts with a red, okay? I know I'm really bad with names, okay? Unless I actually have them or I see them often enough, then I'll start to remember, but please forgive me if I get her name wrong, which I might have actually. But either way, I look forward to learning more about her in the actual events that I will be completing soon. Very soon. I've been getting through this game pretty quickly compared to what I expected. Which, you know, I don't mind. I actually really like that. But either way, do let me know if that's the case. And as always, my kids, what you think of today's video? We obviously went through costumes or the song, Nonsense Red costumes, and I analyzed it and gave you my guesses. And I guess enjoyed the song with all of you. So let's just enjoy our memory and keep it safe. And as always, warmly inviting you to my next tea party. The so-called anime enthusiast fox. Who's that? This was Dina. So until the next one then, bye.